Welcome back to Support Black Business TV, hashtag SBB TV, episode 65. As usual, or as normal, I'm your host, Ryan Hodge, GI Operation on Twitter, of the host of SBB TV. And today we have Candis Gibson from Newark, who is the founder and CEO of Lip Candy. And one of the things we want to talk about today is how to effectively market your business to gain more customers. And we're going to talk about that, with pain points and struggles, things we found out, things, that we know work better, things that don't work or whatever. And then also we're going to, like I said, we're going to talk a little bit about Candis's business, find out how she got started, what she's doing now, and then, where she's going in the future for you guys to take a look at it. And before we even go, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel for future episodes, and be sure to share this video, thumbs it up or thumbs it down, whichever one. If you would shop with Lip Candy, check it out or whatever, just thumbs it up, thumbs it down, whatever. Whatever you do, just do something. So Candis.
Yeah. Yes.
Do they call you Candy for short or no?
It depends. Some people do, depending on that particular person.
Yeah, and we got that, and Candy's from Newark, so we got that little East Coast little accent. Which
well,
is cool.
I'm actually from New York City, but I live in Newark, Delaware.
Okay, all right, there we go. So we definitely got that New York accent. that I love absolutely. Me and New York City, that's one of my favorite cities in the world that I've ever been to. Rather, out of all the cities, New York City, I love the hustle, I love the bustle. Everybody's always moving and grooving. At least from what I've seen from, I guess being a little tourist, but I love it. It just seems like everybody's always on the move. Is that true, Candy?
Yes, everybody's always on the move. Everywhere you go. I mean, it doesn't matter which borough you go to. People are always moving, always trying to make a dollar, always rushing to get to work, whatever the case may be. That's New York City.
Because I'm telling you, boy, them bright lights, I was just like, the first time I went there was in 2008, and I was just like, wow. I was like, look at these, it's just everybody's on the go, people, if they had something to sell or this and the other. I know you got all different types of things, but I just really, really, really enjoy. I didn't really like them high prices, in downtown Manhattan. I didn't like that part, right? I didn't like the $12 for a pack of cigarettes, and I didn't like the fact that I went to TGI Fridays and the burger was like $25. I didn't like that part.
Yeah. That's because it's in the city and you get more tourists in New York, in the city part. That's why.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know about this. We're gonna go broke here quick, But let me ask you a question. So I was having this debate on Facebook with some of our friends because they were like, don't eat from the food vendors on the street vendors.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that was good food to me. I had me some peanuts, had me a couple different little things. I was like, it was like, yeah, they got rats.
Right. I'm
like, but at some point, somehow, I'm thinking, we got street vendors in Chicago, we got the street vendors in Atlanta, there's street vendors here, and when you're in the city, there is going to be. I did see a lot of rats, saw a lot of stuff in Central Park, though. You know what I mean? But is that true? Do the New Yorkers not eat at the street vendors at all?
Well, I don't know about all New Yorkers, but they did say on the news that where they keep the carts, there's a lot of rodents. So I know for myself, I do not eat at the food vendors on the street.
Because I was like, that's the cheapest food here, man. I'm gonna go broke.
Yeah, it's less expensive, but no, I do not eat from the food vendors only because of where they keep their carts. They're not kept in a clean area, clean place.
Okay, so now I know. All right, I'm cool with that. Because I was like, man, whatever. I say, hey, you know what you don't know, I guess won't hurt you or will hurt you either way. But so tell us about Lip Candy. Or Lip Candis. Or Candy. No, it's Lip Candy.
It's Lip Candy with an I. And I actually started Lip Candy this spring this year, and it's a lip gloss lipstick company, cosmetic company, and my focus right now is to sell lip glosses and lipsticks to all women. Um, so there's no particular woman that I'm not gonna sell my lipstick to. And I'm actually a beauty professional. So I'm a licensed hairstylist. So I've been in the beauty industry for over 19 years. I do love doing hair, but I also want to extend my brand to incorporate in makeup to my brand. So that's how Lip Candy got started.
Okay, and did you say, or maybe I missed it, how long you been around?
I've
As
been,
far as the Lip Candy. Oh,
I,
2000. Okay.
okay, Lip Candy has been around since spring of 2015. And I've been in the beauty professional industry for over 19 years.
Okay, okay. So you coming up on 2015. You coming up on the anniversary a little next year, huh?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
For that, are you doing anything special?
I may have an event, a party, just for my 1 year anniversary. I actually started in February. I started incorporating the business in February, getting everything together. But I just had my launch party for my business August 21st of this
Oh,
year.
okay. All right, all right, all right. Now, what made you? What made you? First of all, what geared you towards the beauty industry? What? How
As a
did you?
as a whole, in terms of doing hair, I've been doing hair since well, actually my mom was a hairstylist, and she always wanted me to go to high school to become a hairstylist, and I didn't want to go that route. So once I went to high school and graduated from high school and college, then I decided that I wanted to get into the beauty industry. So that's how I got started in the beauty industry. And I've always done it part time, only because I guess I was fearful of taking that leap of faith and doing it full time, because working in the hair industry, your money fluctuates. It goes up and down one week and things like that. So having my child was my priority. So I started to focus on just working for I guess nonprofit agencies. So at this point in my life, my child is grown, so I'm looking to venture into the beauty industry full time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, that's pretty interesting because and I do know that about the hair industry. It is, but it's almost any business. So, what was some of the? I'm going to talk about the beauty. So you did hair. That's what
Yes,
you did. And
hair.
what did you specialize in something? Was it something that you was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to be an expert in this.
Well, actually, when I originally started, I didn't have a specialty at that time. But right now, my focus is cutting short hair and coloring. So, color application and chemical processing. That's my focus. And the reason why I chose cutting hair and color application is because not everybody can cut hair. Anybody can do a weave. Anybody can sew in the weave, but not everybody can cut hair. And I think even though you have some hairstyles that are really doing well with the weaves, I just think the market is saturated. I'm sorry, with the weaves.
Hmm. Because you know what I'm seeing now. Have you? Well, I know you said that about the weave, but are you? You do the weave though, right?
I do know how to do a weave. I shy away from it because um I just think cutting hair is just so creative. You could just do so much, cutting hair, and I just love to cut hair.
Okay, okay. You're like, yeah, come on, I get these clippers. Let me go. That must have been really good though too. That when a lot of women were going with that shade look, was that about a couple years ago, or maybe in New
Yeah.
York, because you guys are kind of like more trendsetter, so that might have started in New York 10 years ago. Um, we just they just now seeing it, they be like, oh yeah, that's but yeah, so and that was because a lot of women was shaving their heads for that. They was really cutting their hair,
Well,
and leaving.
I think a lot of times we get a lot of our styles and trends from a lot of the entertainers, and Rihanna was one of the people first. It was Rihanna and Will Smith daughter. I can't I
Willow.
can't I can't
Willow.
recall. But right,
Willow.
Willow. Those were the ones who originally like started with the side shave head.
Mm-hmm.
So we get a lot of our trends from entertainers, and then we just take it to the next level.
Okay. So now let's talk about lip candy. What led you that route? What led you there?
Um, I like makeup, and I wanted to start a lip gloss line actually 2 years ago. However, I never pursued it, and so I actually encountered some situations and kind of pushed me towards focusing on my lip candy business. And I wanted to start small, so I said, let me start out with a lip gloss and a lipstick line, and then add on and build my company that way.
Because I see it now. How is that going so far? With
I just actually started selling my products 2 weeks ago, or since August 21st.
Okay,
And right, I've had sales. Um, I am having some challenges with my website, but I'm going to just move forward and get a web designer who's going to start working on my website soon. Um, but other than that, I think my biggest challenge is getting it to people. I guess whether that's in the social media or just getting exposure to my company. I will be doing a vending event for Breast Cancer Month in October 3rd, which will be held in Newark, Delaware. So I'm just getting started. So it's just a matter of me getting exposure to my product.
okay. And I have a question because every time I hear I this is how my mind works. So excuse excuse me for being this way, but every time I hear a slight problem, my mind just always starts thinking of a solution. Um, and I have to get it out. But with that challenge, what was it with the challenge? Do you are your are, is it your shop or are you working in a shop?
I actually work in a shop, but I have a full-time job. So I work in a shop part-time. So I have a full-time job, and I'm doing my business too.
Okay, because what I'm thinking, I mean, are you selling? Well, obviously you are. Are your clients, are they wearing your lipstick as well?
Um
Even the Go ahead.
just I think because I just started 2 weeks ago, I'm just presenting it to my clients,
Hmm.
so I can't really give you a definite answer, but because I actually just started 2 weeks ago.
So who's tried it out? So you the only one wearing lipstick, Candy?
No, I have customers who have purchased. I have friends and family who have purchased my products, and they like my products. Of course, I'm waiting for them to give me feedback. I mean, they've given me feedback, but I told them to post the feedback on Facebook and tag
Hmm.
me. And I have one. I think I did one post indicating which one of my friends who doesn't have Facebook, but she has Facebook, but she's never on Facebook. So I just did a post stating, what she said about the lipstick and things like that. So and I don't want to pressure people to make post or make say their comments about it, but I do have people who did say that they enjoyed my product, but they haven't made any posts yet. So I'm a little, I don't want to be pushy, but
Yeah, but you got to. I'm gonna tell you, you almost have to. You have to pull a Meek Mill on them, like Meek Mill and Drake. You got to pull it out because you almost have to force people to to a certain extent. You had to guilt them, guilt trip them to do that because um, what, and you can also bribe them. Um, you leave a comment, I give you a couple of dollars off. You know what your profit margins are, right? You already, you know what I mean? You know that. So like, hey, I'll give you $2 off the next one, or $3, whatever, you come up with, or 20% off. That's a better one.
okay.
You see what I'm saying? If you do that, and especially early on, right? Because what happens is you want as many of those things, you want as many people talking about it as possible.
Okay.
You know, tell them, hey, let's have a selfie challenge, right? You know, where they come and they do the selfies and they do the little duck lips with their little with the little lip glosses and stuff, right? And
Right.
they post it on Instagram, and you know, and you come up with a little hashtag, and then people will start looking at it, and then they'll start growing your Instagram page for you.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you know, and run that 20% off. You know, do something, you know, or whatever percentage that you feel comfortable with. You know, put maybe one or two. Find an influencer, somebody who you know, your friends, that's one of your friends that has, you know, a nice little following of women, right? Give them something for free. Say, hey, I give you this. Wear this. Let me know what you think. And good or bad, like sort of like I said at the beginning of this, hey, thumbs up, thumbs down, good or bad,
Okay.
and they will, you know, because you want feedback and you want negative and positive because it all works and it's all publicity. The way the internet works, as many people curse you out, people applaud you, or and more, right? But what's happening is the ones that chew you out and the ones applauding you, their friends are seeing it, especially in the Facebook side of things. Their friends are seeing it as well.
Right.
So it all works. Like you say, there's no such thing as bad publicity, unless you're, you know, unless you're like Bernie Madoff, right? And you go into prison for like 177 years for stealing people's money. Yeah, but you know, it is what it is, and those people knew he was doing wrong too. They just wanted to be a part of that party because they, you know, he was the man. But yeah, and I'm telling you that works. Another thing is physical products. Do you carry you know?
I'm starting to carry my products with me now.
Okay, because I want you out that job.
Me too, and I also
I don't
and
care how much you love it. So if you tell me I love what I do, right?
well, I'm over it. I'm over it. I I actually was a director, a program director for a homeless shelter for 8 years, and I did exceptionally well. And I earned the agency a lump sum of money my first year as a program director, and that also kind of pushed me towards starting my own business because I said if I can make this money for another company for someone else, then I can make the same amount of money for myself. So that was another factor that pushed me towards starting my business as well. But I'm now just a regular director, so I took a step down by choice. And the deputy director of my agency is trying to push me to become a director of another program, a program director. And I'm sort of like you. I'm like, no, thank you. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
because my focus is the same thing. My focus is to build my business and build my brand and let some of the young people come in and take on those positions.
Mm-hmm. And you know something too, and I appreciate it because because it's like I do that all the time. Look, I'm not gonna be here that much longer. I'm not, you know, I'm trying to do, you know, certain things, and you know, I don't always tell them everything because you know they don't want to know. They do, but they, you know, you don't want them to let to kind of like we you know, you leaving,
Right.
but you want to let them know I'm doing some things, and this is not, you know, but they're also. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that I often tell people that are looking into transitioning out of the companies they're in, right? It's one company. I went into financial planning. I started out doing it part time, and I was working in a place with 3,000 employees, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was getting so much business from the people that I worked with, you
Okay.
know, and I realized those are all my friends and all my associates because I spent so much time with them.
Okay. Right.
And then I get kind of like fed up, or I start not fed up more so, but I was doing so much better. So, and I made like a clean cut. And so, but I figured I could still go there and I could still meet most of those people, right? And talk to them. And while I still did business, I found out that I was doing more business with them because I was I was inside of them. So the out of sight, out of mind kind of hurt me a little bit.
Mm.
And so what I'm saying is there's also too, if there's people in there that, might want to wear, your lip glosses.
Right. Okay.
You know, and they will be like, hey, hey, check this out. Especially if you're wearing it and they compliment you on it.
Right.
Oh, come on. It's all about that hustle.
Yeah, you're right. I have actually a makeup artist who works with me as well. She's a social worker and she does Chrisette Michelle. So she told me to give her some samples of what I have. So I am going to do that. So I definitely appreciate that advice from you.
Those other people too, those regular 9-to-5ers. I would, what's funny? I was looking at your website, right? And I was looking at one of your things that's sold out. Is this a black lipstick or lip gloss?
Well, I do have a black lip gloss and a black lipstick. But the one that sold out is a clear gloss.
Oh, it says clear, just in a black thing. It's just in a black tube.
Right.
Okay. Because I was looking at the pictures and I saw this one with this black, and I'm like, that's interesting.
Well, they do have black lip gloss and they have black lipstick as well, and I have both. But that one that sold out is a clear gloss and the nude.
I don't think I've ever seen a woman in real life with black. I don't. But that looks different. I actually kind of like it.
Well, it's so funny because I did a post on Facebook and my Instagram where Grace Jones used to wear black lipstick.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And it's actually coming back. When they say history repeats itself, it's actually coming back. And I do see a lot of younger girls wearing a black lipstick, but not the middle-aged women. I haven't seen too many middle-aged women wearing a black lipstick unless they are models.
Right. So tell me this. Let me ask this question. So, what is the difference between a lipstick and a lip gloss?
Because a lipstick is more thick in consistency, and it's made more with a wax, and lip gloss is more of a high sheen. So it's more glossy. Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna ask another question. I don't know the answer to this, so don't get mad at me.
Okay.
There's this push towards these natural ingredients, this and the other, where they don't have what they call like these parabens.
Right.
What about yours? Are you going that way or what?
That's a future plan that I have. It's so funny that you asked because I have someone who gave me a good recommendation. I'm not gonna expose that.
Right.
But gave me a good recommendation on what to do in terms of going that route with the natural lipsticks. And I did contact a laboratory in California, and they gave me some information on how I can proceed. So I am going to eventually go that route.
Yeah, because that's huge. And I didn't know nothing about it. I used to have a beauty writer, a beauty writer for Black Folk Hotspots. And she was, she was letting me in on that. I had no clue what the heck that was, right? So I was like, okay, cool. The other thing, though, I suggest if you haven't done is, there's bloggers, right, that blog about the health side of things. I mean, about beauty.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe you get one of your lipstick or your lip gloss or a combination of the two and get it in their hands, and next thing you know, they're blogging, they get a lot of traffic, and their audience is your customer base, those women in an X, say 25 to 45 or 25 to 55 or 35 to 55, they're in that category. That
right.
They write a post up and in exchange for that, here they got a couple new hot lipsticks that that they wear out every now and then, because I know that women like to switch up, from time to time, or they have their favorite color as well. So,
that's cool.
And that's one way to use Black Folk Hotspots as well for your business, because we have some bloggers, we, and that's one of the things, we can reach those people, because once they blog, and even if they blog, they put their blog on Black Folk Hotspots or whatever, then we'll also put it out for them. We'll put it out for them, but it also puts out for you as well. So that's how we can bring, 2 or 3 things together.
Okay.
Because I want to see you guys blow up. And I'll introduce you after this. I'll make a couple introductions to some ones that I know specifically. And that way it expands your audience, because they're not all in, on the East Coast, they're all over. But I'm thinking of one specifically that's in like California. So that's a whole new, arena that you may or may not have.
Right.
And that blogging community is really huge. But that's what, and there are all these things that, that I'll say to, to help you, grow. I know that was one of the questions that you had, excuse me, was to help you gain more exposure. So I'm leaning most of my answers, most of my thoughts towards that, because I've already been thinking about that. And now that I'm talking to you and find out more about what you do, right, instead of just reading it, it's just coming. And I'll definitely make that introduction so that you can start to move in that direction. Because a lot of things, I'm telling you, that's the one thing that I would, especially because you have a physical product, I would definitely, lean towards, hey, you know what? I don't know what it costs for you to manufacture. I don't want to know, because that's your private information. But that when you're giving this up, it's not as profit for you. It's more or less your advertising dollars. So, and I'm just going to throw this out there. If it costs you, $5 to have a tube done, right? Then maybe, if you get, $50 worth or $200 worth, I don't know what your budget is, $500, and you just start giving those away.
Okay.
Even if you're walking down the street and you just hand them to random women.
Okay.
Your name's on them, right? Your name, you hand it to them with a business card or a flyer and be like, hey, I'm starting this new line, this, that, and the other. I want you guys to check it out and review it.
Okay.
If you will, here's, you put on there the Instagram, the Facebook, and the hashtag. And, you give away $500 worth of product or $100 worth of product. And if you do that, say every weekend, right? When you look at the grand scheme of things, you're looking at your advertising budget, because that's really advertising. You're really not giving it away, and you're going to start to get it back because your website's there. So, they may put it on, and next thing you know, they homegirl like, whoa, that's hot.
Right.
Where can I get that? Oh, you got to go to the site. And then they go and then they purchase.
Right.
And then, so that one thing that you gave away actually came back to you.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true.
And it came back to you quick. Or maybe, because the thing is, it may come back as maybe they buy 2, maybe they buy a gloss and a stick and a lipstick, a lip gloss and a lipstick. Those things are huge, and you never know who you're giving that to. That's the one thing in business that I've learned. And I try to tell, especially like a lot of our Black business owners and a lot of our Black people, matter of fact, I was at a friend's house last night, just kind of like hanging out for Labor Day, a little barbecue, right? And, we were talking to, it was getting late, right? And I told the host, I told his wife, I was like, I know, we leaving. I know it's bonnet time, right? It's getting late. You done cleaned up the kitchen, And she started laughing. She was like, I was like, but that's okay. We just go to Walmart, because after a certain period of time, it's bonnet time at Walmart, right? And they were like, Ryan, you're dumb. You're dumb, but you're right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
And so, and then I started telling them I had taken a job, my last corporate job actually, and they relocated me to an area. Now, I was living in my hometown. I moved back in Gary, Indiana, which is like 90% black. So, and in the surrounding areas, it's a really diverse area. So it's like nowhere in my area can I go anywhere and I not see any black people, anybody look like me, right? Mm-hmm. So anyway, I relocate to this area, and it's about maybe 60 miles north of where I'm from, like northwest. And so, but that took me to a whole new area, and I was like, hey, you know, I would go to Walmart or, you know, go pick up something, you know, deodorant or, you know, some chips or whatever. And I'm like, ain't no black people here. You know, it just, that was the first thing that I noticed or didn't notice because I was used to that. I grew up around, my city is majority black. So, you know, I tell people I went to high school, K through 12, there was no white people in my classes. Mm-hmm. you know, so, you know, and then when I went to the Air Force, you know, white dudes that was like, you know, whatever, they was like scared because I was the first black person they ever seen in their life, in real life, right? And I would always tell them, you're the first white person I've seen in real life too. You know, I was exaggerating just a tad bit, but, you know, I was saying I ain't never, you know, I ain't had no white people in my class. You know, so, hey, just like you live in the city and the only thing you saw was white, you know, black people on TV, well, me too. And that would allow them, by using that little humor or whatever, it would allow them to kind of bring their defenses down.
Right.
Because they did not know. They didn't know what to expect. All they seen, you know, probably seen, you know how the news do us, right? They never put the positive, they never put the positive anything on it. It's always the negative, right?
Right.
And so, for the most part. And, but anyway, that whole point was that I was like, they wear anything. You know, these people wear, you know, if you got a black mama, a black grandmama, a black daddy, you ain't going out that house looking a fool all the time. You know, every now and then it might catch you slipping, right? But you know, I remember going to get shoes. You knew you was going to get shoes. Your mama was like, make sure you got on clean socks, you know, and this and the other, right? I mean, I know, you know, you was going shoe shopping, right? And I said, I would go to Walmart. I see these people, they would be dressed in anything, right? And I'm like, okay, that dude just had on swim trunks. You know, he was with a button-down Oxford, right? You know, and I'm like, seriously, you left the house like that, right? Or, you know, and they want to talk about us right now. We have on, you know, the problem with the differences is a lot of us don't live in, you know, 95, 98% white areas.
Right.
So we don't know what they do.
That's true.
So they can talk crap about us, but they doing the same things.
Right. We just don't see it.
Exactly. And so I was like, this is crazy. These people here, they just don't, excuse my language, they just don't give a shit. And so I said, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm like, I ain't about to get up and get dressed. I got to run to Walmart real quick or run to the store. You know, I said, you know what? I'm going in my pajama pants and I'm gonna go. You know, so what I did is I put on some. You know, I ain't wearing no Speedos, but I put on some swim trunks, right? With the little, you know, the ones with all the flowers and stuff all over, right? You know, they swim trunks, right? You know, I put on one of them flannel shirts. You know, like flannel pajama shirts. Mm-hmm. And, you know, and some flip flops, you know, some sliders, mm-hmm. with some socks and pull them up. And I'm like, I'm just gonna see, because I knew I wasn't gonna run into anybody I knew, right? And if I did, I was gonna be like, this is an experiment, okay? Don't take it. So I walked through, and I'm expecting to feel like I'm getting, you know, people looking at me like, what the hell he got on, right? I didn't get that feeling at all. I felt like I fit in. I feel like I can have conversation with these people walking up like, hey, how you doing? They be like, oh, he one of us. he got up this morning. He didn't care either.
That's funny.
And on a serious tip, and this is straight up the real deal. I'm not BSing. I'm not even exaggerating. And so it helped me to understand. It just made me like, you know what? who cares? And that's what I came out at. Nobody cares. They don't care. But I forgot why I even said that. But yeah, that's what I would do, and I would go and I would just pass it on. I'm gonna tell you on the sneak tip too. Straight up on a sneak tip. I learned this tip when I used to be in I was the network marketing, right? And this was in the 90s. What I would do was I would go to the bookstores and I would like hang out. I go to bookstores, Barnes and Noble, Borders, whatever. And number one, I was a book reader, but I would, I would go in there and I would grab 5-10 books, and I would sit in there and kind of skim through them to, see if I like more. Sometimes just read, have a cup of coffee and just read, right? Mm-hmm. And I would watch the people who was looking in the self-help area, the business area, right? And I would just sit on the floor right there, because if you go into bookstores, you'll see that, especially if they're big enough. People would be sitting on the floors reading, this, that, and the other. And that's what I would do. Right. And I would strike up conversations with people who were looking in self-help, or the business sections, like, hey, such is a good book, right? Yeah, I didn't think about that. Oh, I read that already. And it would start that conversation.
Right. Okay.
And then, now you didn't got a little bit of rapport built. So now you can hand them your business card and say, hey, I do this. If you're looking for, a new opportunity or extra opportunity or this, that, and the other, check it out. It didn't hurt me to have a conversation with a person. And I knew that they, if they were in that section instead of, auto mechanic section, right? You know what I mean? Somebody looking for, AutoCAD book, or, then that maybe they're doing some blueprints or something or this, that, and the other, or, they're looking for how to change an engine. Those things don't go together. But the business section, the self-improvement, that, I knew that it was something we had in common.
Okay.
So it wouldn't hurt if you went to Walmart or, one of these beauty stores. I can't think of the name. I don't go to them. I don't frequent them. And just had a card. You see the people looking at the lipsticks and the lip glosses. Like, hey, you know what? I'm starting a company too. I got some stuff.
Right. Okay.
And I have them to sell 30% off.
Right.
You can tell them. So, you can tell them, hey, I'm having to sell 30% off for the next 24 hours. Right now, and you honor that if they purchase it within the next 24 hours. But most people don't do that.
That makes sense.
And so you already looking, you're defining your target market, because that those people that are looking for lipstick and lip gloss, that's where they're gonna be.
Right. That's true.
Looking for lipstick and lip gloss.
That's true.
And then you might get chased out a few stores, but you know what? Hey, we got to start somewhere.
That's true.
And that's exposure, but, or you see women walking down the street with some sharp lipstick, something that's a little bit different, right? Maybe, you could tell the ones that didn't go to and grab the $1, $2 Wet n Wild. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm right?
You're right. You're right.
Now, don't be asking me how I know about the Wet n Wild, the little lipstick, okay? Don't ask me.
I'll leave that alone.
I don't wear lipstick, but I just, actually what happened was I just heard somebody say it the other day. I was watching a Periscope. And somebody had commented to the chick that her lipstick was popping. And she's like, girl, this is a $2 Wet n Wild. Right? But here's the kicker. She was like, there's $1 here. She's like, well, shit, I overpaid. See? And, and so that's why I knew that Wet n Wild. It was just the other day, so it was still fresh, right? But, yeah. So that's something too. And then also, that's another thing you could do. YouTube videos?
I just started the other day. I'm just getting into YouTube videos, but I did start the other day.
Okay, just even well, I don't know. What are you doing in the videos?
Well, one video I did just to show the lip gloss that I was wearing, my signature lip gloss, which is called Lip Candy. And the other one I did was a lip scrub with with honey, brown sugar, and olive oil. I did just a really mini, video just to get my feet wet because I've never done the videos before.
Mm-hmm.
So I got some feedback because I sent it to my son. My son is, he's always telling me, what I should, what I shouldn't do, how I should do it. So it was just, little things that he, little pointers that he gave me. But I'm just getting my feet wet with doing the videos, so they're kind of new to me. And I'm really an introvert, so all of this stuff is like, I'm really like blossoming, like, flying out the cocoon.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I felt pretty good about it. So he just told me the next time when I do the video, I need to just like show how I made the lip scrub and things like that. So, I have to really invest in getting a video recorder. I just actually did on my phone. So there's a lot of things that I'm learning with, internet and social media and videos and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's right. He's right too. But I don't know what your budget look like, but you can do it really good. All you want to make sure the lighting, and I'll give you this tip. I don't really care, and I do things for a reason, right? Because I don't want people to see like a professional studio setup. Because the only lighting, because you can see me now, right?
Right.
And the only lighting I have right now is natural light, right? But it's also daytime. And I'm also reversed because I can make this different because I'm sitting with my back to my window.
Right. I was sitting with my back to the window and there was a little bit of light coming through the curtain. So it was pretty good. It was a lot of light.
But here's the thing. It needs to be reversed. You need to be looking at the light.
Oh, okay.
If I reverse this, but this is normally where I watch TV. I sit in my chair, and this is where I work typically. So when a lot of times, so I can, I got the TV or I got the things, and I like to sit by the window. I like that. But if it's reversed and the light is, you're looking at the light,
okay,
it's gonna be better.
Okay.
Like if when you take do you take selfies?
I don't do selfies anymore.
Well, you got to start doing them because that's your product.
Okay.
You better become selfie queen.
Okay.
That's your product. You put your products on. You wear one every different color, flavor every day.
Okay.
Because you're gonna be your best salesperson. That's when you start off in a small business, you are your best. It's like going to a beautician who hair is jacked up. You be like, why am I here again? Oh, my bad, I'm in the wrong place. Put that little one finger up like you in church and walk back out. You know what I mean? Hey, so that works, right? And all these different little things, they work like crazy. But that's just one thing. So and the other thing is, you can, like I said, I don't know what the budget look like, but you can cheaply create, studio lighting, right? You can go to the hardware store like Lowe's or Menards,
okay,
and get just they got these clamp lights,
okay,
that you just put 80 watt, 90 watt, 100 watt, 60 watt, whatever bulb, you can put them into the clamp. The clamp thing it's like a holder, right? And it has like you've seen them. It looks sort of like a little spotlight thing, and all it is it comes with no light in it, and then it has a thing where it just clamps, so it can clamp on your laptop if you have it, or it can clamp on it can clamp on something. You can get if you got a light pole, or you got something to stand straight up, you can just clamp it there, and you can point it towards you.
Okay.
You put the light in and plug it in, right? And it's real simple. You know, people, they use it like when you see people painting, right? Or whatever, they'll get these things because they're cheap. It's like that thing is like maybe $6-7, and then whatever the light bulb costs.
Okay.
Right? And you get one or two, and you got cheap studio lighting.
Okay.
For less than $20, $25. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
And then you can still use your cell phone because all you need is a tripod, right? Or
Okay.
something that your cell phone sits up in. When I'm watching Periscopes, you know, I have a like in my car, I have a thing that sticks so I could do video in my car. If you've seen some of my videos, I'm sitting in my car. I have a thing that sits there that way I don't have to hold it in my hand, right?
Right. That was the issue that I was experiencing. That's why I kind of, did a rush video. Actually, I did it yesterday. Okay.
Never worry about what people think of it, right? You know what I tell people is, you ever been to Craigslist?
Yes.
Is that a great looking site or what?
No, it's not.
It's the ugliest site you ever been to, ain't it?
Yeah, it's not a pleasing at all.
But how many? But right. Oh, you know what? Well, I got you. Let me just look because I've always talked about it, but I've never went to see. My phone's blowing up right now. I never went to see how much traffic, where it ranked in the world. Yeah, because I use Craigslist as an example all the time. Craigslist.org. Yeah, but they're the 57th most trafficked site in the entire world.
Wow.
Yeah, right. And they rank number 9 in the United States as far as traffic.
Wow.
Yeah. People, the bounce rate, people stay on their page about 16. They look at about 16 pages per visit, and they spend about 14 minutes. But that site is horrible looking. So don't ever worry about, people, what I always tell people is people wait until they perfect something, right? And I'm like, just do it. Just please just do it. And you can always perfect as you go.
Okay.
You can always perfect as you go. Always. Me personally, I never care about what a person think about us. I mean, I never care about what a person think about something. You know what? And I do videos. I try to do a video a day, right? About something, right? Okay. Whether it's a complaint video, not a complaint video, but just a interaction I had with a business owner that, that I think that somebody else should hear. Like if I'm talking to a person and they complain about black folk hotspots. The other day I posted a video, how to get my stuff approved faster, right? Because people be like, hey, I got an event. Oh, I got this. It's been approved. It's been an approval queue for 3 days, right? I'm like, didn't you share this already on your Facebook page? I mean, you did. I mean, you're not paying me enough to be your social media manager. That little $5, $6, $7, $8 a month or whatever. I mean, that's not even reoccurring. That little $20 you paid, if you paid the max, that little $20, it don't put you in front of no line. Everybody gets the same time. I'm like the doctor's office. You can have an appointment at 11:30, and then you sitting there fuming because it's 11:45, and you like, man, I had an appointment at 11:30. It's 11:45. Where you at? But the person before you had a heart attack. In the office. So he back there doing CPR, and you out here complaining. And he says, I'm going to spend the same amount of time I spent with you as I spent with them. And then you go, oh, I feel bad. This is what I always try to tell people. It's not anything about me. And then they're like, oh, black business, oh, whatever you got. No, it's not like that. And that's what I try to get people to understand. Black Folk Hotspots is a helpmate. You know, it's what you already post on social media. Now you post that to Black Folk Hotspots and let us now push it out to our network.
Okay. Right.
But we got 20, you know, if you just post it on Black Folk Hotspot, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. That'll be awesome. But you also have a network that you already have.
Right.
That already know your name. They know your phone number. They know who you are. Right? You know, now it's a combination. So now you're posting to your people and we're posting. So now maybe they see it a second or third time. Mm-hmm. Which is the goal. And then we keep it into rotation. Now people start to see it more and more. But we got 2,100 members. You can't post 20. If every member decided to post that's 2,100 black business owners. Every business owner decided to post right now, right? Whose news feed can take that many people posted?
Right.
Your news feed would be like, you know what I mean? Facebook would be like, and Twitter and LinkedIn and Google Plus and all that. They'd be like, spam alert.
Right.
We doing nobody justice. Everybody getting screwed. Me, the customers, the people looking. So, but the way we do it is in succession. So what we do is we try to post with the photos. You know, we try to post on a daily basis one of each photo. So if you uploaded 3 photos, flyers, or business promotion, whatever, and 10 people did, we take and 10 people all posted 3, so that means there'll be 30 that's in our approval queue, right? So what we would do is we would take 1 from each. Get that out today, right? And then the next day, 1 from each, and get that out today. 1 from each. So we'll tell people just upload the stuff. It's going to get out, and it's going to drip feed. But once it's in the rotation, it's going to constantly be going through the rotation.
Okay.
But you just want to get it there, get it out. Let us do what we do, which is our motto. It says, come tell us about your business events and let us do the rest.
Right.
Not let you tell us how to do it. Because, I've been doing this, I'm not saying I'm the greatest ever, but, I started this company in 2008. And we've been doing this since November of 2008. And we have grown in traffic and everything else every single month. So we know we kind of got a little heads up on knowing what we're supposed to do and how our market, how our audience appreciates, and what we do, right? We kind of know, when it's too much, and you know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's there, and I tell people, if you telling me about your events and you like, oh, I got this event thing. First of all, if it takes 3 days for your event to get approved, then, and your event is in 3 days, then you lying to somebody.
Right, because you should have said something earlier.
Your event should have been posted. I know damn well, I know some things are emergencies and some things slip people's minds, but I know damn well you ain't planning that event 3 days ago.
Right.
Like you just talked about earlier, you said you got the vending event coming up for the breast cancer in October.
Right.
You know about that. When did you say you were going to do it?
I think it was about maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago. It was presented to me, and you said, this is my first time doing a vending event. Let me jump on it. The tables are not expensive. And, I just jumped right in. Mm-hmm.
But 2 or 3 weeks ago, so that gives us, so October 3rd is about a little bit less than a month away. So about 60 days or so, or a little bit less, about between 55 and 60 days ago, you knew about the event. You knew that you were going to do it.
Right.
Which means now if you come and you post that event on October 1st, you're probably going to be mad. And I'm going to say, watch that video. I told you. Because it's not instantaneous. That's what they'll compare me. They'll try to compare it to somebody else. Well, when I post to such a site, they do it automatically. I said, yeah, but they not sharing. They're not taking your post and sharing it with 300,000 people.
Right. Right.
They're not doing it. It's sitting on their website for hopefully, for hopefully people see it. If they just happen to come to the page and they just happen to click to that one. But we take it and we put it into a rotation. We share with our network and then it goes into a rotation. So our goal is to constantly put it out. So your event, I'm telling you, it should be posted to Black Folk Hotspots, even though you're vending, right?
Right.
That way people come look for you. If they see the event, but this is a cool event. But now they see that Lipstick by Candy is also vending, so they're gonna come check you out.
Right.
Right. So, and then what happens is during that time, I tell people all the time, I tell people who host events, if you got vendors and they're not pushing your event, don't you ever hire them. Don't you ever even let them. I don't care how much money you want to pay. Well, I take that back. Yeah, because depending on the amount of money, it's like, hey, you ain't got to promote nothing. But it'll be two fees. You gonna promote this on your social media and to your list and to your customers as if it's yours price. Right. And then it'll be like, you're not gonna do no promotion price, which should be 10 times the other amount, because that's what makes malls work. That's what make flea markets work. That's what make farmers markets work. That's what make anything that's group oriented work. You got X amount of people all doing the same things, promoting this event. Now you see so many people. That's why I said reach out to these people, tell them to do these things for your lipsticks and your glosses. Let them do it. So now you're condensing. You're putting a lot in the universe, and you're condensing you're condensing it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So if you go out and you say, hey, I got 10 tubes, I'm gonna give 10 tubes away, right? And then here's another thing. I mean, now you obviously have to contact your accountant.
Okay.
But you're giving those away. That's marketing. So you're giving them away as retail.
Okay.
So you're really not losing.
Okay.
When it comes time to tax time to Uncle Sam.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
A flower shop goes and buys, for Valentine's Day, they go buy 1,000 roses, right? Because they say, hey, we're gonna sell these things, right? But they only sell 500, right? Well, those roses go bad. Just no different from if a grocery store, nobody buys the milk and it spoils. That's a loss. But it's not a loss at the retail. It's a loss because you lost profit too.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a loss at wholesale, it's a loss at retail.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So, but talk to your accountant, get the skinny on it. But I don't have physical products, so that's the way I look at it. But yeah, that works. So, you do that and you say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna order up these. I'm gonna order 10 this weekend. I'm gonna get 10 away. And you whatever it is you feel comfortable with, that's what I would do, because what happens is you create that consistency and you do this, and next thing you know, and I'll give you a real quick thing. When I first started in financial planning, my goal was to make 100 phone calls a day. I mean, my goal wasn't to make 100 phone calls a day. Let me take that back. My goal was to talk to 25 people a week.
Okay.
And live that came into my office to talk, right? So 25 people a week would mean 5 people a day. But in order to get 5 people a day, I had to talk to 100 people a day. And I made sure I did that because what would happen is I would make 100 phone calls and about 15 people would call me back that day. Out of those 15 people, typically I was able to get 4 to 5 people on average to commit to coming in and at least let us do a financial needs analysis for them. Right? And that's 5 people a day. I knew that the 5 people, someone would cancel, because you're doing 25 a week, that's 100 a week. I knew that some would cancel, about half of them, right? Some would reschedule, right? So I knew that ultimately I would probably actually only sit down with about 12 people. But out of those 12 people, I would do business with 6 at a minimum. Right? Some type of business, whether it was insurance, whether it was, maybe a mortgage refinance or investments, right? and that was enough to help me make a living.
Okay.
You know what I
Wow.
mean? Now, if times were tight, I mean, if times were really good, and like, you know, the double up came where it was 24 people, then that was a really good month.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so, and not only that, but more importantly, was something that most people always forget about. I would ask each one of those people for referrals.
Mm.
So even if I got 10 referrals per person that showed up, and say the 6 people, you know, um, that we'll say the 12 people, and none of them decided to do business, but I got 10 referrals from each one of them. That's
Mm-hmm.
120. That's 120. That's 120 referrals.
Okay.
Some of those gonna do referrals, because now it's like, hey, you know what? You talk to Candis. You know, we talked to Candis. Candis said, you know, you might be looking into, you know, saving some money for your kids' college.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be like, well, yeah. And Candis would know because y'all probably talked about it because you're friends.
Right.
And you know, be like, hey, we were able to help her put some things together, change her mindset. It doesn't cost anything to find out, right? And that's what would happen. And next thing you know, they coming in. So my whole goal was to get away from making those cold calls to where it was all referral based. Because now those sales kicked up to the sales kicked up into the 80 and 90% close ratios, because now these people are already targeted. But who targeted them? You, the person, Candis. You know, you basically told them I should check them out. I already knew what they, you know, you told me what they needed, right? And now they knew it. They trust you. They trust me. I'm trustworthy. And I did what I said I was going to do, because they didn't have to do anything. It didn't cost them nothing to come sit down with me for an hour to find out if they can, you know. But also I showed them all our products. And that's how I built a nice little living. And then I got bored. Yeah, I wasn't designed to work for many other people. But yeah, that's how it worked. And that's the same thing with you. Whatever it is, just set on a commitment to do it. But the commitment has to be as if you were going to be doing this for the next 12 months. What can I afford to do, or what can I commit to? If I can commit to 1, do that 1. If I can commit to 5, do that 5. If I can, you know, so that's how it works. Oh, she gone. She dropped off. She had a little technical difficulties, but yeah, that's how it works. She ain't gonna be able to get back in because the time is over. I don't think. But anyway, that's what we do with Black Folk House Parties. We help business owners. You know, this is just coaching sessions. These are things that we can have. So if you're a business owner, you're watching this, make sure you. Oh, she's back. You back?
Yeah, my phone kind of overheated.
Oh, oh yeah, I forgot. Google Hangouts will do that sometimes. Plus, that's an Apple. It's crap anyway.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, trust me. You go to YouTube, you'll see. It's people that actually run contests. They run, not contests, but they run experience where they heat the phones up, like boil them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't like
Mm-hmm.
Androids. Androids are not for me.
You don't know no better. Everybody don't know no better. It's okay. Um, I excuse you. But yeah, so that's what we do. So if you got pictures of your products, things like that, I will post those to your Black Folk House Parties profile, and then so we can get them into the rotation and get them out. And then what happens is we start helping to build an audience. And what happens is people come back now. They're gonna click out of your website. They're gonna go follow you on Instagram. Are those the only 2 networks you're on? Because I think that when I look at your profile,
Yeah. I'm not on Twitter because I didn't think that Twitter really would be beneficial based on the business that I have. Um, so yeah, I'm only on Instagram and Facebook.
let me ask you a question. You ready for this?
Yes.
You think there's women that wear lipstick that's on Twitter?
There may be, but I don't really. Maybe I should try it out. But from what I gather, is that Twitter is more of a I guess you're just tweeting information. and you're really not like, there's no face to face contact. I don't know. That's what I'm assuming because I haven't tried it. So I guess that's why I shied away from it.
At the very least, you need to be on those top 5 or 6 social networks, right?
Okay.
I tell people, I don't care if you don't even go there, but once a month, once a week, right? You need to be there. Why? Because there's customers there.
Okay.
It's like a person saying, "Yeah, I'm not gonna set up in that store, whatever." But no, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest.
I'm on
Now,
Pinterest.
Google.
I am on Pinterest.
Yeah, so you can kind of pick and choose, but I would have a Twitter. I would have for you. I would have a Pinterest, an Instagram, because those both are picture oriented, right? Um, a Facebook is kind of like a little bit of all of them is picture, video, and image oriented. So is Google Plus. And one of the main reasons why you should be on Google Plus because Google owns it.
I think I'm on Google Plus. I just joined Google
Well,
Plus. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that reason I said is because people should be there because Google owns it. So and you want people to be searching for your product and services on Google because people will be searching, not for you,
right,
specifically yet, because they don't know who you are yet, right? You're not a national brand, but if they're looking for, let me just see some of the keywords. Let me see lip glosses. I don't have it. Let's see here. I'm gonna see what they do. See what some of the different things that people would search for. But that's the thing. People may be searching for, new lip glosses and lip sticks, new colors, this, that, and the other. And, they may not know that they're literally searching for you, but they are. And then they find your website or they find a post that you made on Google Plus or somewhere else, so yeah, there's like 368,000 people searching for lipstick. 130, that's on the average on a monthly basis. There's 135,000 on average searching for lip gloss. That's just that's lip gloss with them separated. Lip gloss with them, with no space in it. That's 45. That's 40,000. Lipstick with lip balms, cosmetics, makeup artists. There's like 1.8 million people on average searching for makeup.
Wow.
So online makeup, cosmetics online, that's 18,000. So all these different things, when I work with my clients, specifically my coaching clients, I give them certain topics to talk about on their YouTubes or their blogs or whatever.
Okay.
Based off of what people are actually searching for.
Wow.
Right? Wouldn't it be better if you knew exactly what people are searching? They might not be looking at this skin tight, lipstick.
Right.
But if they might be searching for something else that's affiliated with it.
That's true, and then
right, like nude lipstick, right? Something like that. Let me just see, nude, which that means it's like it goes with the color of your skin or something like that. What does that mean?
It's not. It's pretty much. It's like a pale color. It's not. It doesn't have a lot of color pigment. Shade to it. It's not like a black or blue or red. It's just nude.
Like a brown pantyhose.
It's like I'm trying to explain it to you so you can understand it. Like when you go into most homes, you're trying to buy a home and most of the colors are beige. The paint on the wall, and it's like a earth tone. That's pretty much what it is. Earth tone. That's the right word. I'm sorry. Earth tone.
Yeah, like that's what I said. Like them old pantyhose and old women be wearing. My grandmother just sent me to the grocery store.
Yeah.
49,000 people searching for new lipstick
Okay.
on average. So, you know, it's so many different things that people don't always think about. You know what I mean? Those are that, yeah. So you got that. Oh, and here's another tip, and I'm gonna give this one to you for free. Um, Amazon, people go to Amazon and buy lipsticks too.
Okay. But for Amazon, isn't it like I was looking into like selling on Amazon and eBay, and I think it's a little, I don't know how to explain it, but it just, to me, it just didn't make sense.
Oh, it does make sense for you. Trust me. You just don't get it yet.
Mm.
Amazon is the largest. Number one, they're the largest employer in the world. What does that mean? They're the largest retailer in the world.
Okay.
Well, people go there, right? So, what I like about Amazon, that's why you're author. That's why I like, and I don't know if the policies change, but I used to sell on Amazon. That's how I got my start with online marketing. I used to sell books on Amazon, used books.
Okay, I read your history on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I used to do. And so, and you know, some things you can ship to Amazon, and some things you keep at home, and you just list the photos of them, right? And then they'll tell you, hey, you made a sale. Ship this to Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Ship this to Canada. Ship this to New York. You know, ship this to Atlanta. Ship this to Miami. Ship this to Houston. And then what they do is they hound you to leave a review.
Okay.
So some people leave a review. Hey, you know what? After they did it, you know, which is what I said about people that do it. I hound them because Amazon's gonna keep sending you emails like, "Hey, you bought this product. You should review it."
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens. So, and then then other people, then Amazon builds a customer profile, right? So when you go into Amazon and it'll say stuff like, uh, um, it'll go in stuff like, um, 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 you bought this, but you made like this, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then and then they be like, oh, that's cool, which is how they up sales, or they say, Amazon has free shipping for $25 or $35 for $35 purchases. So now a person may be at $30 or say $20, and your lipstick is, lip gloss is 10 or 12 or 15 or $20, and be like, oh, you know what? I need this. Let me go ahead and grab this. Now I get free shipping.
Okay.
So all those little things work, and I'm saying I would look into it a little bit more. It may not be for you, but I'm just saying I would look into it because you're dealing with the audience, and they're marketing you. They're gonna put their product out there too. That's just the way it is, And I tell people that's what we do. We put that out there. We say, hey, let's see who's looking for this, because people are always looking for new things. I would definitely get with those makeup artists too.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, add me to the mix, man. You don't have to be, if you're like an introvert and you don't want to, but want to be out there. You just get you a homegirl or somebody who in the industry, you tight, or a cousin, or if you got a young I don't know your age, so I'm not gonna go there. But you got any these young people who are socialites, who are always out and about, going to clubs early on. They need to have on your lipsticks. They need to have on your glosses.
Yeah, I agree.
They need to be an ambassador, and especially if they family, they're gonna definitely rock it. I don't know how long it takes for a person to use up a tube of lipstick, but I'm sure that it takes, I mean, that they wear it. You would probably have to wear it for like a couple months in a row straight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that it's no different from having chapstick or something, right? And I know I keep a tube for a couple months.
Well, well, if you have a lipstick or lip gloss, you shouldn't keep it that long, but most people do, only because of bacteria reasons. So,
Oh,
yeah.
mm-hmm. So yeah, so those are the things. You got any questions for me, real quick?
Um, I think you pretty much answered a lot of the things. Um, lot of questions that I had. Um, you were very informative. I can't think of anything right now, but because I think you answered most of the questions that I did have. But if I do, I will know how to contact you.
Absolutely. We need to get you to get that page. You need to update your page too. And I'm tell you because your Instagram link is no .com on it. There's no Instagram.
What do you
Um,
mean?
what do I mean? I'll
Yeah.
show you. I'll show you what I mean. No,
Okay.
I like to have fun. I make business. Hey, I like to have fun and make money. Let me know when you can see the screen.
Okay, I can
Can you
see
see
it.
this?
It's a
Can you
little,
see?
yeah. Mhm.
Okay, you see right here? It says Instagram. It says Instagram. It says HTTP colon // Candis Beauty Services. There's no .com. There's no Instagram. You know what this clicks to? That.
Okay. So I thought when I had put the, I thought when I had put my name that it goes directly to Instagram. So I didn't know for Instagram I have to put a .com.
Well, no, yeah, well, you do. That's why it says don't type the HTTP. We already got that,
Okay.
right? And here's the example: Instagram.com / BFHS network.
So I'm putting Instagram.com.
And then your Instagram name,
Okay.
your link. That's why we got it here as an example.
I can't really see that because it's on your computer.
Yeah, but you can see it when you're on that app. It's there. You know, I just want to let you know. I just put those there. I'm just saying that it was literally there, but it's okay because you're not the only one. I'm not getting on you. I
Okay.
just try to help
No,
people.
no, no.
I'm like,
No,
you missed it.
I definitely appreciate that because I didn't know. And if you don't know, nobody tells you, you know.
Well, I had posted this thing say, please log in, update your web and social media link so we can share.
Oh, that was all right. You did send that to me, and I think I did go back and I did update it. I think that was
Yeah,
some time ago.
yeah, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, you never fixed it though. So I sent it once. I sent it on the 9th, right? I
Right.
sent it here.
I thought I fixed it.
Yeah. And then I sent it again on the 4th when I saw it again. I'm like, okay. But yeah, no, it's all good. But that's what I would do. And then you can add. I would add that event. You just go to the top. You just go here to the events and just post that event that you're venting at. And if you got you got flyers and stuff, or you got stuff about your products, or just photos, I will post those photos. And then what happens is when we take it and we just start to get it out. And I'm gonna tell you, Twitter, it works, but Twitter is 140 characters. So Twitter is about reading headlines.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, how that's what I always tell people is Twitter's like a big text messaging thing. So it's like reading headlines, it's like being in the grocery store, checkout line. You see that magazine that says, Kim and Kanye did this, right? And you like, oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna buy this magazine because of the headline, which is the same thing on Twitter. And you say, no, I'm gonna click back through to this website to see the difference, see what they're talking about.
Okay.
That's what Twitter is, and that's why it's important. And you got people there. You got a lot of people there. It is more male dominated. It's like 55 to 45%, like that, right? So the difference, but that's 45% women. Pinterest is more women focused. Instagram, I think, is the same way. Black folk hotspots is 65% women.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that. I try to tell people that, but they don't. They don't listen to me. They'll tell me what I need to know about my site that I've been running for, 7 years.
Okay.
And I'd be like, well, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you how it works. I'm trying to tell you the best way to use it, but you'll tell me how something else works. I'm not Huffington Post. I'm not Black Enterprise. I'm not this. I'm not that. I can tell you how Black folk hotspots work. And I can tell you what we do. And I can tell you how much traffic, and how we ranked in the top 500,000 websites in the world as far as traffic, in the top 100,000 in the United States, and how people are spending 47, looking at 47 pages on our site, and how they're spending 52 minutes on average. and how almost 12% of our traffic come from Google and 10% come from Facebook. So I'm just saying, certain things I can tell you, which I know, but no, that's how it works, Candis, you got me Candis. I'm gonna have to fix this, and and then it as much as you can, which it seems like that. Make sure you can get all your little branding all in the same thing. That way, people know you on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, Pinterest. That you're all the same.
Okay. So
I'm telling you.
So you're saying it should be everything should just be lip candy?
If that's your company name, if you can get that, I would make everything lip candy.
Well, lip
do it now while
is actually my DBA.
That's fine.
Okay.
Because that's what would you have? What would you have in a storefront? What if you had a storefront? What would you have? Would you have lip candy? Would you have Candy's beauty services?
That's a good question.
I personally think that lip candy would it sounds so much hotter than Candy's beauty services.
Okay.
I mean, because that's what people are going to expect. It's just like when I look at your lipsticks, they say lip candy on them, right?
Right.
That's what I would have. That looks so. That's so much. Looks so much better.
Okay.
So and if you can get that, if they're available, that's what I would use. And that way people are like, hey, lip candy. This is lip candy. This is lip candy. Not somebody on Instagram or something like this. Like, yeah, I went to Candy Beauty Services. I got this from Candy Beauty. No, what? No, this is a lip candy. And it kind of make it's kind of like a good play on your words too, because candy, you know what I mean? And it's lip candy. So your name is Candis, but in the candy, but the lip, I like to play on the words.
Okay.
Because it's like lip candy. It's like, it's like chewy lemon heads. you know what I mean? They're not saying this is from the Ferrara Candy Company. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm gonna get off of you, but no, it's chewy lemon heads. We know it's lemon heads, right? not Ferrara Candy Company.
Right.
So it just I don't know if I'd be like, hey man, I got them chewy Ferrari candy companies. I'm just saying. No, but yeah, I got sweet tooth. I need to stop eating all this sugar too. Anyway, so I'm gonna wrap up. If there's any questions, I would get that done, get as soon as possible, get that event up for that you're in there, so we can start getting that out there too. And so people come check you out. Hopefully, there's also a conference too called the State of the Black Parent Conference.
Okay.
That's in Brooklyn. I think the 19th, Saturday.
Oh, okay. Saturdays are not good for me, but.
Get somebody else to work it.
I'm sorry?
Get somebody else to work it.
Oh.
You ain't got no little nieces? You ain't got no nieces that like makeup? Or little cousins?
I don't know if they wear makeup, to be honest with you. I've never seen them really wear makeup.
Not even that wear, they just like it.
I would say they like lip gloss, but I don't think they really wear makeup.
Well, that's what I meant. I'm telling you, let them, if they're younger or little, homegirls, friends, kids, they work free too. They work cheap.
That's true.
they interns. Maybe give them a couple tubes or something, or this, that, and the other. I'm telling you, hey, because sometimes in business you got to be multiple places at the same time, and it's hard starting out unless you have big budgets to bring people on. So you got to be a little bit creative, and I agree. And it works. And when you're creative, because I'm not saying you should be there, but I'm just saying that I know they have it. I know they vendor tables are like $50, so that's not even really expensive. And it's supposed to be it's the second one that she's having. I just know I just talked to a couple weeks ago, well, last week on here, so I know that's why it's fresh in my head. And hell, I had to tell her, I'm like, look, quit looking for customers when you got 2,100 black business owners, on Black Folk Hotspots. They probably want to be vendors.
Right. Okay.
You're looking at people walking through the door, but are you? Here's what you do: you handle getting the people in the door for your vendors, and they don't give a shit what the conference is about.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that just is what it is. I mean, they may, but if I'm saying on the real, they may not care what that conference is about. They, if there's 1,000 people coming through the door, or 200 people, 300 people walking past the desk, they can hand out business cards to, or they can sell a couple products.
Right.
Most people, they sell 5-6 items. The vendor table is $50. Yeah, because we self-employed, whatever. Our time, we just chalk that up. But if I made 10 new connections, and maybe sold, in your case, sold 2-3 tubes of lipstick or lip gloss, you kind of walk away there like, this is cool. Because when I tell people, that one customer, you gotta, once you think about that, what one customer is worth to you over a year, it becomes really beneficial, because now you can say, okay, this person, one customer, they can literally foreseeably, buy 3 tubes a year. So if the tube is $10, and that's $30 for this customer. So how much will it cost me to acquire one new customer? You can almost spend up to $30. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's what it will cost you to get a customer. So at the very least, you break even. But chances are, you spend that $30, you're going to make even more money. You're going to get more customers during that time period.
Okay.
So you look at that vendor thing, hypothetically, it's $50. You're like, hey, if I get one customer for a year, then it's worth it for $50.
Right. That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Because that person's they're gonna buy here today, and they're gonna buy from my website later on down the line.
Right.
Or hell, put them on an auto shipment, ship them out one, set them up with something, send them out, hey, a 12-month thing. Every, you got the flavors, like, hey, every month you're gonna get a different one.
Right.
They doing it big with those boxes, the boxes with the products in it. It just is what it is. People like those subscription services. They sign up. I mean, Columbia House used to make a mint on CDs.
Who?
Columbia House. Remember, I don't know how old you are.
Right.
Yeah, they made a mint. That was like the beginning of the subscription services. That shit just came and came and came and came. You had to cancel it.
I do have a question for you. So
yeah.
my thought process was, for the future, was to turn my business into a direct selling marketing company, where I can get people to, I guess, sell my products, and they can earn money. So what were your thoughts on that?
That works. I know a bunch of people doing that.
Okay.
That's not a bad idea. You just got to make sure that, you get the people and you set it up. Yeah. It's, that's how Mary Kay got started.
Right.
Sole Purpose down in Atlanta. Nadine, she's a black woman, is doing that.
I actually used to work with her. It's so funny because I did the Warm Spirit when she was doing Warm Spirit. I actually was a consultant with Warm Spirit, and I was on her website yesterday just getting some ideas, and I was like, that wouldn't be a bad idea for me to turn this into a direct selling marketing company later on down the line.
Or flip it around. You create it into, because I think Sole Purpose is more on a natural side. You turn around, you get your products into a natural, and hell, you be like, hey, let's add this lipstick to your lineup. You already got 10,000 people selling it.
Right.
Now tell people, you ain't gotta have all the money, but I'll take a piece of the money. I'll take 100, like I watch Shark Tank sometimes, and I'm like, okay, so, just thought process. So 100, say I'm making $100,000 by myself, right? Or would I rather make 10% of $1 million? Which is the same amount of money.
Right.
So if that goes up to 2, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh,
Right.
but now I got resources.
Right.
You know, and that's how I try to tell people we got to think. You know, we don't be thinking like that a lot of times. We be like, I just want all this money. Yeah, but you got $100,000 of your own. But now I can plug in with this person. I can make the same amount of money and do 10% of the work.
That's true. That's true.
You know, it's just how it's life. It's business, and you'll get it. You'll walk through and you'll be like, you'll be like, okay, this makes sense. And then some partnerships don't make sense at all, and this, that, and the other, and it may not make sense. Maybe you are the next such and such, but
Right.
you got so many different things. You got so many different people that's in the move. So it just makes sense to sometimes look at those avenues. You know, I tell people that, hey, if you only got one product, you're going out of business anyway. You know, you should always be creating new stuff.
I agree.
That's what the business is supposed to do. A great book is The E-Myth that I read, and it's a great book, and I recommend it. I'll put a link to it on your page, but it's about working in your business versus working on your business. You know, at a certain point, you should not be working in your business anymore. You should be working on it.
Okay.
And it's a great book. It's called, E-Myth is the entrepreneur myth.
You said E-Myth?
The E-Myth.
Okay.
So it's just what entrepreneurs do, the myth that entrepreneurs think. But here's some facts, and it's really good. And it a lot of this stuff I don't come up with myself. I didn't read so many books and talk to so many people and did so many different things. So a lot of it is experience, a lot of it's just knowledge based because I had to learn everything. That was the goal. I didn't have a person that was was in my family that was a business owner. Hell, most people didn't even understand what the hell I did.
Okay.
Most people are like, how come you're not working 40 years for this company? I'm like, no, these companies they get 2 years of my time.
Right.
maybe three if the money's good, right? And they leave me alone. I used to tell them, you got 2 years. And I wouldn't tell the company, but I was like, hey, the first year's probation for you. So you know how you put me on probation? I got you on probation. Right? Because I give up my time. I'm giving up my time and my life to work for you.
Right.
In exchange for a few dollars to help me live. But I'm always working on a project. I'm always working on getting, I'm like Chicken George. I'm that runaway slave. Right? I'm going to keep trying to run away. I got runaway blood. That's what I got, like, you watch Roots. I got runaway blood in me. You're not going to slave me down for 4 years. There ain't no 40 years of slave around Howard over here. I'm out. I'm out, even if I can take a sacrifice, sell everything I got, and start all over. I'm not afraid of that. I've done that several times, right? So a lot of people are afraid. And I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of, not that I've ever had to do this, but I've always said, would I live in my car for a year in exchange for never having everything that I ever wanted in my life?
Right.
A lot of people wouldn't do it. I said, I'll do it, but I'll make sure I move to Arizona or Southern California somewhere first. Where it's warm outside. In the wintertime, I ain't gonna have to sleep in a blizzard and wake up with icicles all over everywhere.
Right. That's true.
But I'll definitely do it. I'll keep moving around. Which I never understood, and I'm not trying to be funny. I never understood people homeless. I'm like, why would you be homeless in New York City in the wintertime? I would be like panhandling for a bus ticket to Southern California. Doesn't it make sense?
That does make sense.
Now, if you really like New York City and you like living on the streets, then you can panhandle San Diego to come back to New York in the summer. Feel like, hey, I really like to hustle and bustle in New York. I make a lot of money outside, Union Station. Yeah, but in the wintertime, I'm going where it's warm, so I ain't got to worry about, freezing my balls off in the middle of the winter.
Right.
That's how I would think. I don't know. Call it crazy, but that's just me. But anyway, I gotta wrap it up. I got another little thing, and I'm already running late, so he probably cursed me out. But he's a good dude. He's gonna be he's about copywriting, so he's solid. But if you got any questions, hit me up. Anytime. But get those things up there and get those events, get some of those pictures up so we can get started getting this out there, because I want you to be selling stuff. I want you to be getting some more exposure so people know who you are, following you on Instagram and this, that, and other. Because once they follow you on these other networks, they become part of your your marketing,
right,
and your marketing funnel. So that's just how that operates.
okay. I just joined Twitter, so that's good.
Yeah. Was Lip Candy available?
It was. I did at lip underscore candy.
Okay. It wasn't. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. See? There you go. And start rocking and rolling. So when you get back, put that on your Black Folk Hotspots page so we can follow you there and shout you out. Maybe
Yes,
get you some followers. All right.
All
Anyway,
right.
hey, I appreciate you coming on. If you ever need to talk, just schedule another 15 minutes, like this, whatever. We can do it weekly, we can do it monthly, however you want to do it. We can have these conversations, and there's no charge to you.
Okay.
There's no charge for members to do this. All right. Anything I can help y'all with, because I want to see y'all big, so y'all be like, yeah, you know what? I'm a $50 million company. I'm gonna pay him $100,000 a year to do this. Yeah, see, it's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I'm gonna start to the person who helped me when I was starting. That's what I keep trying to tell people.
Right.
But anyway,
so much is given, much is required.
Absolutely. So I appreciate it. Let me jump on this this new one, get cursed out real quick and make jokes so it'd be nice to me. But hey, I appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you being a member, and good luck. I want to see you grow. I want to see them big signs down in Times Square that say Lip Candy.
Thank you.
Candy. Absolutely. Talk soon.
Right. Take care.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
All right. So episode, I don't even know what episode we're on right now. Episode 65 in the books. We're about to roll right into 66. We're going to close this out. You can follow us on and pick up. So anyway, thanks for watching the Black Business Owner. Go to blackfolkhotspots.com, BFHS Network. You can get our shirts, BFHS Network, support Black Business shirts, BFHSnetwork.com. The link's in the description /support BFHS. It allows us to do these things and help these business owners to keep our costs low so we can help more. Anyway, talk to you guys soon. I really appreciate it. Thank you, and we are out. Make sure you follow us on YouTube too. YouTube.com /BFHS Network for the updates. Peace.